This video will cover the most efficient and probably easiest ways to make money online with Google Gemini AI and Nano, the image generator. And I've done other recent tutorials for both Gemini and Nano, which are at more of a beginner level, showing how to use them effectively, as well as how to use the most powerful features of the pro versions and how to get the most out of the free versions. For example, in my Nano tutorial, I showed how to generate high quality images and then remove the watermarks, all using the free version of Nano. So in case you haven't seen those yet, I'll link to those tutorials in the description. And this tutorial is going to be at more of an intermediate level because we're going to use both Gemini and Nano to create a digital product, which we can then sell online or use as a basis to create a full suite of products or use as a lead magnet in order to grow a mailing list. You could also, of course, publish it on Amazon Kindle or do whatever you want with it once you've written a high quality ebook. There's a lot of different ways that you can use that to start a business, test a business idea, add an extra source of revenue to your existing business. And the apps that we're actually going to use are Gemini AI, which I'm looking at right now, as well as Google Vids, which is currently the best way to access Nano via Google's own apps. And we'll also probably use Google Docs just so I can show you how to put it all together at the end. And I'm going to be working in my Pro Google Workspace account, but I think you can do most of what I'm going to show you in the free version of Gemini using just a free Google account. And if there's anything that I think you won't be able to do, I'll try and provide a workaround. That said, if you are running an existing business or planning on starting one, Google's Workspace, which includes all the Gemini and Nano tools, is one of the highest value SaaS applications, is one of the highest value software suites available to business owners for sure. And my name's Alex. I'm a digital marketer and content creator with Lover Fighter Writer. I've been in the world of digital marketing and professional writing for a little over 7 years now. And if you want to see more content from me, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Consider leaving a comment or sharing it with anyone that might find it helpful. And if you want to make absolutely certain that we stay in touch, you can visit the landing page that will be at the first link in the description. It looks like this. You can use it to sign up for my email list. And then not only will I be able to email you updates, you'll also get access to my free list of AI marketing prompts, which you see right here. It's got a ton of really valuable AI prompts that you can use with ChatGPT or Gemini or any other AI that you want. They're great for starting a business, building a business, growing a business. And I know it says ChatGPT prompts on the landing page, but I promise you can use these prompts with Gemini or any other AI assistant you choose. And I am an affiliate for some of the software that I'll mention, including Google Workspace and a few other tools. So I'll include any affiliate links in the description, along with links to any of my previous tutorials that I mention. And once you know the topic that you want your ebook to be on, the first step is going to be doing some really effective research and putting together all of the points that are most important for anyone reading it to understand in order to get the value that you want out of the book. And I have at least a few different videos on my channel about niche selection and things like that. So if you're not sure what topic you want to address, you might have to go watch one of those videos. But for this one, we're just going to assume that we already have a topic that we're passionate about, that we have at least a decent amount of knowledge about, and that we want to create an ebook about so that we can start to build a business, build some authority, build a list, whatever it is that we plan on using the book for. And in order to do the research and information gathering part of the process, we're going to use one of Gemini's tools, which is called Deep Research. And I don't think that the free Gemini plan includes deep research anymore. I could be wrong about that. But basically, if you don't have the deep research function, you're just going to need to do it a little bit more manually, where you prompt it to research things multiple times until you get all the sources that you want. But with the deep research function, it just makes it a lot simpler, where you give it a simple prompt, it creates a larger plan, and then it does the rest. And once you select deep research, you'll notice that you can choose whether you want it to use Google search to gather information, or if you want it to use your email or information in your Drive or your chats. And you can also upload files if you have existing books or anything like that that you want it to use as reference material. Instead of just the internet. And keep in mind that at this point, we're not creating the product. We're just compiling all the information that we want to be available for creating the product. So I'm going to start with something like compile all the latest and best information about how to go viral, grow, and sell products or make money on TikTok with organic content marketing. Anything more than 14 months old should be considered outdated, and recent information from people who have achieved success on TikTok should be prioritized. So we're doing TikTok organic content marketing or content creation on TikTok as the topic. And so all I really had to do is select deep research and put this in, and I'm going to leave everything else the same and just hit enter. And now it's going to consider this and it's going to put together a research plan. So keep that in mind when you're using deep research. You need to tell it to go twice. You need to put the prompt in and hit enter, and then it's going to give you this research plan. And you can edit the plan if you want, and I would just have to tell it what changes I want to make, but I think it's fine. So I'm just going to say none, start research. And normally you would just click on that start research button that it gave me initially. But since I clicked on edit plan, I had to do it this way. And now this is actually going to take a while. Since this isn't a super broad topic, I'm guessing it'll only take about 30 seconds to a minute to do all this research and compile the report. But if you were doing something like trying to cover all the information in a specific historic period or something like that, it would be analyzing 50 to 100 websites instead of 25, and it would potentially take a lot longer. And here it's showing me all the websites it's looking at, and it's talking about the process that it's going through. And once it's finished its report, this stuff will be mostly hidden, but you can look at it again by saying show thinking. But I'm just going to wait and I'll cut the video here, and then when we pick it up, I will tell you how long it took. All right, we're back. And that took about 3 minutes, which was a little bit longer than I expected. But I think there have been some recent changes to exactly how things work on TikTok. So I guess that makes sense. It's kind of covering all the recent updates. And I skimmed through it pretty quickly. It's a pretty complete and helpful report, although it's a little bit dense in the way it's written, which is typical of these reports. And I can look at the table of contents right here and easily navigate. I can use the create button to generate infographics, web pages, audio overviews, all kinds of stuff. But for now, I'm just going to go to share and export and say export to docs. And so this is just going to export this entire document that we're previewing here into a Google Doc, which will make it a little bit easier to work with and will also make it available for the next step in the process. And here's the Google Doc. And you can see down at the bottom, it has all the work cited, and it uses embedded footnotes throughout with these little numbers. And you can use Gemini right in Google Docs with this help me write function. So you can select what you want it to rewrite and then give it a prompt, or you can put the cursor wherever you want it to go and tell it what to write there. You can tell it to rewrite the entire document in a certain way. There's all kinds of stuff you can do in here. And this is over 5,000 words long. And like I said, it's fairly dense in the way it's written. You can see, especially at the beginning, there's a lot of very thick paragraphs. And then it starts to thin out a little bit and use more bullet points and stuff. But overall, it's not the most engaging reading material. And so in order to make it into engaging reading material, we're going to come back to Gemini and we're going to go to new chat. And this time we're going to use the Canvas tool, which is right here. And again, I'm not sure if Canvas is available in the free version. If it's not, then you'll most likely just need to use the main Gemini app in order to rewrite section by section, whatever you want. So your process would definitely look a little bit different there. But in the end, you could still accomplish the same thing, just with a lot more manual work and prompting. And now that we've selected Canvas, I'm going to go to Add Files and Add from Drive. And you can see my TikTok organic growth document is right here. So I'll click on that and then say Insert. And we'll use a prompt such as, and the prompt I went with here is turn the information in the source document into an engaging 2,000 to 4,000 word ebook, which uses simple explanations, examples, and step-by-step lists to show the reader how to grow and make money on TikTok organically. Write the book at a 6th grade reading level and make sure it is easy and engaging to read with a step-by-step task list at the end of each section. So you can see how I really emphasized the fact that I want it to be easy to read, simple to understand and implement, and basically be something that someone can get through and start implementing in a couple of hours. And that should be all I need for now. So I'll hit submit. And by the way, I will put that prompt and the first prompt that I used and any other prompts that I use in my list of AI marketing prompts. Remember, you can get this for free by visiting this landing page, which will be the first link in the description. And so I'll add these prompts down here in a Gemini product creation prompt flow or something like that. And so these will be available for you to use with your ideas if you sign up for my email list. And you can see how it's opened up the document previewer again, but this works a little bit different and a little bit better in Canvas mode. This is really Canvas mode's whole thing. And you can preview more than documents here. You can also have it code apps for you or code web pages for you and preview that here. And then you can just tell it what you want it to change and you'll be able to preview the changes immediately. I'll go over that in a future tutorial. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you want to see that. And if you really want to know how to use AI to create your own apps, people call it vibe coding. Leave me a comment to let me know. Comment vibe coding or something like that. And then I'll know that people are really interested in that. And I find it a little bit easier to review stuff in Google Docs than in the previewer. So I just took a quick skim through it. And the only changes I want it to immediately make are to change the title, because I have a better title in mind. And I want it to remove references to the current year because by the time I publish this video, it will be 2026. And I don't want the guide to be tied to a specific year. So I just said, change the title to the TikTok warp key and remove all references to the current year. So now it should make those changes. It should remove all references to the year throughout the document. And I figured it would just change the part of the title that I wanted it to change and keep the rest, which is good. And now I'm just going to go to share and export to docs again. And that's going to create another new Google Doc with the contents of the book in it. All right, so now we have the ebook in a document. And this is a little over 3,000 words, so it's right within the word count that I asked for. And so now, of course, I need to review this, make any edits that I want. I need to double check things, make sure that it's accurate, because AI is a path to faster creation and faster ideation, but it's not always, but that doesn't mean that you get an instant finished product. And there are plenty of people that are promising they can give you an instant finished product, but there's no way you're going to actually know if it's something that you want to sell, if it's something that you want to represent your brand, unless you go through it yourself. But one of the reasons I wanted to bring it into Google Docs is that with this nice little button right here, I can listen to this tab. So I just click this.
The TikTok warp key, your guide to growing and
this
earning.
Little thing down here,
Introduction.
and it will read
Welcome
pretty much
to
the
the
entire
new TikTok.
document. There is a limit to how much it can generate. I guess it's about 20 minutes. And so if the document is too long for it to read everything, then you can just separate it into tabs. So you can see, so if I click on tab 1, it'll close that, and then I can add a new tab. And so I just need to go to tab 1. And so if this one, say this one only reads chapter 1 and 2, then I would just go to chapter 3, select this chapter, copy it over to tab 2, and I would be good to go. And so now I can just, instead of sitting here and reading this, I can have Google Docs read it to me while I exercise or do some cleaning or whatever else I want to do around my workspace or my home. I happen to work from home, but finding time regularly in my work routine to get up and move around is really important for my overall health. So I really like having that aspect to the workflow. And this is the part that I can't teach you how to do. Of course, I could teach you editing skills and things like that. And there are some videos on my channel related to just general writing and editing. But ultimately, it's about what you want the voice to be and what you want the content to be and whether it is representative of your brand. And the last thing we're going to go over is how to generate a cover. And so this is the Google Vids app. I just opened a new Google Vids project, and I'll select portrait and just go to blank vid. And then over on the side, I'm going to go to image, and I can select the aspect ratio. So I'll select portrait because I'm creating a cover for the book here. And I'll say create an eye-catching retro-themed cover for a book called The TikTok Warp Key. Actually, we'll use the full title and see what it comes up with. And there are also pre-made styles that you can use in here. And if you're using the free version of Google, and if you're using a free Google account, you can access all these apps and do this, I think, but you might find it easier to start with Nano Banana in the Gemini app itself, which is where you go to a new chat and then you just go to tools and images. So if you're using the free version, it might be easier for you to start here and then bring that image over into Vids in order to remove the watermark. And I show exactly how to do that in my Nano Banana tutorial. So remember, that'll be linked in the description. And this is actually a really good cover. I'm not sure if it's what I would want to use if I was actually going to sell this book, but I was really just making this guide for my own learning purposes and to demonstrate how to do this. I'm not planning on selling this product because I'm not a TikTok marketing expert, just something I'm interested in learning about. And so when I'm previewing it here, I can right click and go to Save Image As to download it to my computer. And I can click Insert. And if there's already content in the project, it'll give you the option to replace whatever's selected or to insert it. So make sure you don't hit the wrong one. There's nothing there right now, so I'll just say Insert. And we'll see if I can just copy and paste it over. So I'll just hit Copy and then go back to my ebook here. And so in order to make a title page, I'll just hold Control and hit Enter, which moves it down a page. So now this is the first page. And I'll just hit Control V to paste that image here. It looks like it's about the right size, so I'll just center the image. And so once you're satisfied that the content of the book is all correct and representative of your brand, and you're satisfied with the cover image, then you can just go to File and Download as PDF. And so it's just making sure that I want the PDF format and that I just want the current tab instead of all tabs. And that's correct. And so I downloaded that to my computer and opened it up in my browser, and this is what it looks like. And so this would read very well on any device. That's the great thing about the PDF format. It actually means portable document format because it's designed to work well on any type of device. And so this is a perfectly acceptable ebook. As long as the content of this was correct and good and provided the value that you say it did, people would be happy to pay money for this ebook. That said, it's not the fanciest. You could get a little bit fancier in the design with this. You could maybe turn this into something a bit better in Canva. But the tool that I actually use for creating my PDFs and my ebooks once I have the content is Designer. I really like this tool. It's a very simple way to create really high quality, good looking PDFs. And you can create something pretty nice just using Google Docs as I displayed, but Designer really takes it to the next level and it's really easy to use. I'll link to my full step-by-step tutorial on how to use Designer in the description so you can learn more about it there. And my affiliate link for that is included in that video. So if you want something that creates fancier PDFs without you having to do all the design work, then this is a really good option. If you want to create something fast that's serviceable and decent looking, Google Docs is great. And if you want something that is going to look better than what Google Docs would make, but it's going to take more time, you can do that with a free Canva account. All right, remember the prompts that I displayed in this video will be included in my AI marketing prompts document, which you can access by visiting this landing page, tapping the button, filling out the form, and joining my email list. And as a special bonus for anyone who stuck around and watched the video this long, I'll mention that once you get on my email list, I am going to send you a link to my digital product. And this is the sales page for it. It only costs $7, and it has a very advanced prompt strategy with over 30 prompts plus an ebook, which, by the way, I created using Designer. And so that's something that you can look forward to. And if you're really serious about creating and promoting and selling a digital product such as an ebook, then you would probably find this to be a very helpful product. But hopefully I've shown you enough in this video that you can do it using free tools or using your pro Gemini account if you have a Google Workspace account. All right, thanks for watching. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share, comment, tell your dog about how much you enjoyed the video. That would mean a lot to me, and I'll catch you in the next one.